Interesting. All right. How's it going, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to another episode of Dyl.A.D Speaks with your host, the man himself, Dyl.A.D. Now, let me explain that name a little bit. My name is Dylan. My middle name is Anthony, but the first two letters of my middle name and the last two letters of my first name coincide perfectly. So I just go by that name. Makes sense, don't it? All right, so what do we got on the agenda? We're talking about NGANNOU'S. This should be a good one. We're gonna try to dive into it a little bit. The aftermath of the highly anticipated showdown between Francis Ngannou and Anthony Joshua. Now, it was short and sweet, obviously. We all know that. I don't think anyone really predicted that it would be that short, that sweet. Speaking of sweetness, Suga Sean O'Malley and Chito Vera, their second fight, their grudge match, let's say, because Chito beat Sean and then somehow rose to capture the gold and become champion. So in Chito's position, it's like you already beat that guy and now he's the guy. Does that make you the guy? But I guess not, because Chito lost. A lot of excuses in the air. Francis has had a mouthful of them, and now I'm hearing Chito accusing Suga of grease cheating. But that's, maybe it's just human nature for everybody to look for a way out of the loss, right? So let's kick things off with the heavyweight spectacle that had the world buzzing. Francis Ngannou versus Anthony Joshua. It promised fireworks, but left fans scratching their heads. Now, before we get into the nitty gritty, let's address the elephant in the room, which is the constant slew of excuses coming from Francis. Now, Francis, let me tell you something, buddy. You got fists of steel and a heart of gold. But the laundry list of excuses really has to go. Right? Like, they're not really genuine reflections on the fight. They're just like talking about pickup times and being tired, falling asleep in the ring. Just anything really that he can pull at. I think there was something about humidity and improper instructions. It seems like the playbook that Ngannou has for dealing with defeat is thicker than his biceps. You know what I mean? He's collecting excuses faster than he's collecting dubs in a boxing ring. So maybe that's just not the place for him. But when you're taking 20 mil out the bag for getting knocked out, a quick trip to see Mr. Sandman for 20 mil, I think I'd do it too. Just being honest, right? Yeah. So I would say let's give credit where it's due. Ngannou is undeniably one of the most explosive talents in combat sports. He usually is he has a level of humility in victory, but it seems like he's struggling to find that grace in defeat. Maybe it's the pressure, maybe it's the stage, but honestly, I think he expected more. I think he expected more of himself than anyone expected him to deliver. Wilder is his next opponent. It seems that he's eyed up a showdown with the Bronze Bomber. Now, if Ngannou does something similar to what Tyson did to Wilder, which is very possible, he'll bully him into a victory, probably knock him out. But if Wilder finds Ngannou's chin, he's probably going to put him on his ass. That's just how that's probably going to go. Now, changing gears and shifting into the O'Malley versus Chito showdown, we had two very prolific, like well-armed strikers in the ring, so we knew it wasn't going to be a grappling match. And they did deliver a slugfest, a hell of a war. 5-round scrap, made it to the cards. Sugar edged it. Some people feel Chito was robbed, but Sean is the champion. And when you're feeding Chito a knee like you just hit a wall bag, I'm pretty sure you did enough. Now let's just talk about the styles. Like, I think Sean did what he needed to do, and he got it done, and let's leave it at that. As for his next steps, I don't know enough about the MMA game to really talk about it that much. But yeah, it was an exciting fight. I went to go try to watch it outside at a Krabby Joe's in Waterloo, and it was packed. You could not find a table, and there were people watching the fucking fight through the windows. So, gotta give it to MMA fans for coming out, supporting that event. Good to see, love to see it. As for boxing, okay, I'm not going to stretch this episode. Really just wanted to get some content out there. Want to remain consistent and current with the topics I'm touching upon, so I don't really have much to say about the Chito versus Suga fight. I think Suga's going to probably step off the gas for a little bit, take some R&R. It'll be a while before he fights again. I don't know if there's anything already in the books. I forget the name of the guy. So, yeah, that's the guy. Sandhagen. That's one of them. Yeah, I don't think he should fight Aljo. Valish. I don't really know any of these guys. I'm not going to talk about MMA too much. It's just out of my depth. It's not something I know a lot about, but I'm definitely looking forward to covering more boxing. 420, we have Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. Very interesting fight. That'll definitely be something I talk about when it happens. Other than that, there's nothing really going on for me that's really exciting in boxing, other than the Tyson Jake Paul thing, which is sad to say. But anyways, I think I did what I needed to do today. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Damn, that's a short episode. But at least I can pull a snippet for the other socials. So this has been Dyl.A.D signing off. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day and enjoy the rest of your evening.